Greetings, my dear viewers. Today's tale is one that still sends shivers down my spine whenever I think about it. It's a story about a haunted hotel, where the ghosts of the past still linger, waiting to make their presence known. It all started when I was traveling alone, looking for a place to stay for the night. I stumbled upon an old hotel, which looked like it had been abandoned for years. But the lights were on, and I could hear faint music coming from inside, so I decided to check it out. The hotel was grand, with a magnificent chandelier hanging from the ceiling, and antique furniture that looked like it had been there since the turn of the century. But as soon as I stepped into my room, I knew that something was wrong. The air was thick with an eerie silence, and I felt like I was being watched. As I settled into bed, I heard strange noises coming from the walls. Whispers, moans, and the sound of footsteps echoed through the halls. I tried to convince myself that it was just my imagination, but then I saw her, a ghostly figure standing at the foot of my bed. She was a young woman, with long, flowing hair, dressed in a white gown that billowed in the breeze. Her eyes were dark and haunted, and she stared at me with a sorrowful expression that made my blood run cold. I tried to run, but the door was locked, and the windows were barred. I was trapped, alone in a haunted hotel, with no hope of escape. The ghostly woman kept appearing, each time more terrifying than the last. And as the night went on, I realized that I was not alone. There were other ghosts in the hotel, each with their own story to tell. There was a young boy who had died in a fire, a soldier who had been killed in battle, and an old woman who had died alone in her room. They were all lost souls, trapped in the hotel, unable to move on to the other side. And they were all looking to me for help. I knew that I had to do something to help these poor souls find peace. And so, I began to investigate the history of the hotel, to find out why it was haunted, and what I could do to stop the ghosts from haunting me. In the end, I was able to put the ghosts to rest, and the hotel was no longer haunted. But the memory of that night still haunts me, reminding me that there are things in this world that we cannot explain, and that the other side is always waiting, just beyond the veil. So, my dear viewers, be careful when you travel, and beware of the haunted hotels that lie hidden in our world. And if you ever find yourself in one, remember the lessons of our story. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and write your comments.